YouTube. I've been putting off this video for like weeks. I did originally record it, but then I didn't like the way I presented myself, so hopefully I can present myself better with like less gaps in my brain. But anyway, this is going to be my tutorial on how to use Karaoke Builder Studio to make your own karaoke videos that you can eventually convert into an MP4 and make it uploadable to YouTube. So let's get into it. So these are the three softwares I use. I mainly use Karaoke Builder Studio and Ultimate CDG. The Karaoke Builder Player is just specifically for the Karaoke Builder Studio software. But I want to show y'all where you can get these first. So with Karaoke Builder Studio, you can find that at karaokebuilder.com. And both of these softwares, except for the Karaoke Builder Player, that is like completely free, but as for the Karaoke Builder Studio, you do have to buy that, and both softwares, both the Converter and the Karaoke Builder Studio, are fairly pricey, but I will say that you basically get what you pay for with both of these softwares. We're going to go to Buy Now, and I mean, I'm not buying it since I already have the software, but the Karaoke Builder Studio does run for $99, which, again, I understand fairly pricey. That is why, with my channel, I am always more than happy to make people karaoke videos at their beck and call. You know, it's a fun hobby for me. It is a fun hobby for me at the end of the day. But, you know, if you would like to make your own, this video is to help you. So yeah, Karaoke Builder Studio runs for $99, and like I said, you can find that at Karaoke, if you look right up here, karaokebuilder.com. And then for the CDG converter, so CDG is basically CD plus graphics. So the music plus the karaoke graphics, like the synchronized words to the actual like music, audio, instrumental, whatever, right? That is what CDG is. But on Karaoke Builder Studio, it's referred to as a bin file because it's basically both of those files like put together in like essentially a zip file, but it's not really a zip file because like a bin file is like its own thing. We'll get into that later as I go through you know, synchronizing the words and creating the bin file essentially. But anyway, so yeah. So where you're going to find the Power CDG to MP4 karaoke converter is at right here at powerkaraoke.com. You can put this in specifically, or you can just put in powerkaraoke.com and just make sure that you buy this one, the Ultimate CD plus G to video converter. Like I said, it is fairly pricey. Cheaper than the Karaoke Builder Studio, that's for sure, but it does run for $49. So like I said, very pricey, but if you use the software how I use it, you basically, like I said, you do get what you pay for. So today we're going to, I was wanting to actually synchronize The Soldier by Lacey Sturm. So what I'm going to do is go to YouTube Music actually, and then I'm going to open the Karaoke Builder Studio software right here. So as you can see, I actually do have a previous I do have a previous karaoke instrument or karaoke synchronization here from what one of my subscribers requested from me. So all you're gonna do is go to New Project, and then if we want to explore the software a little bit actually, so you can like change the fonts. So actually, let me go. Well, so you can change the fonts, you can change if the synchronization, if it's like a duet kind of song with male and female parts, you can basically change the lyrics after you synchronize them in the first place. So we'll get into that in a moment, but you can also change the fonts. These don't really matter, I don't think, because I have tried them and nothing's like really happened for me. But yeah, you can also change stuff to like italic, underline, etc., etc. You can change the size of the text as you see there in the sample. So yeah. And then you can also change like the spacing, so that way like the word or like the verses or the words or whatever, they can be like more squished together and like you can fit more into like one page kind of thing. There's a variety of stuff you can do. You can change the color of the screen even, so like that you just drag and drop the colors like that. So overall, just like a variety of stuff you can do. It's like, you know, play around with it. So yeah. And oh yeah, one other thing. So let's say that there's like a one word, but there's one word to a lyric, right? But the artist kind of like draws out that word by like making it into two, by like splitting the singular word. So by doing that, you would simply put like a slash into the lyric, and it'll make it like a two-part kind of word. I'll show y'all what I mean, possibly with this song. So, anyways, one thing when it comes to like copying and pasting lyrics, because that's generally just what I do. I don't pull the lyrics directly off of Google because for whatever reason when I do. So, like I said, for The Soldier by Lacey Sturm, and this is all coming from Google, if I just simply copy, right, and paste, it doesn't like separate the verses, unfortunately. So typically I will just take the lyrics from an official lyric site like Genius or AZ Lyrics, doesn't matter. Just I think as long as you take it from like an actual website, it will separate the verses out like it's supposed to. So I'm going to copy and paste all of this. New project. And then, like, when I copy and paste it from Genius Lyrics, I just tend to go through, I tend to revise the lyrics a bit. So I'll revise it once, like, just taking, like, the verse 1 out, taking the chorus out, taking the, like, band suggestions, as you see, like, you know, here on Genius, it, you know, it always, like, will copy and paste that into the thing, since I'm, like, you know, essentially copying and pasting the whole page. So yeah, so I have now, you know, revised it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink it down to like at least 10, but for the most part, the biggest thing that you want to worry about is the spacing, just so you can, like, especially with however the verses are written, you just want to make sure. I usually take the spacing down to like 5 or 0, generally 0 though, and it'll just manage to squeeze everything into the screen at once. So, like so, and then just so there's like a little more separation, just in case. Well, actually, I think I might leave that, but like if you want to, you can like separate it so it does all fit onto the screen and it doesn't like risk, like, you know, exceeding the borders of the screen. But anyway, but I'm personally going to leave that how that is. So as you can see, everything, you know, it looks good, right? So going to like take out the extra exclamation points. So yeah, like nothing major. Anyways, then I'm going to go to YouTube Music, and I generally like to listen over the song for where there are instrumental portions. That way I can type instrumental, like I can type an instrumental slide essentially. So basically, like with every new paragraph, if that makes any sense, it's basically like it makes a new screen for the lyrics is how that works. So hi, I'm actually editing this right now as we speak. I wanted to give like a little more briefing on what I meant by that, so I'm gonna do lyrics from The Soldier again. So we have that those lyrics, right? And then double space enter, so double tap your enter button essentially, and then yeah, so it will make those two slides, and you'll find your lyric slides over here. So just so you know, like wherever you need to be before after synchronization to like edit it a bit more, make it a bit more spiffy, whatever the case is. Yeah, I just wanted to give a little more briefing on that. Anyways, hope you're enjoying the video. I'm gonna go to the soul. Actually, I'll just go to my little playlist here. So I'm just going to listen over this and then put in where there are any needed instrumental parts, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that I've revised the lyrics, and not only, like, so there wasn't a whole lot of instrumental, just, like, two, like, kind of instrumental part, mainly just at the beginning, not really even here, but I still wanted to include it as, like, an example. So yeah, so I revised it, and also just listening back to the song and making sure that, like, the lyrics are as accurate as possible, or, like, you know, they match up kind of thing, like, the spelling's correct, etc., etc., just, you know, overall revising it, and for the most part, I'd say it's good. So now what I'm going to do is I will click share for it on YouTube Music, copy the link, and then my go-to website for downloading audios is Y2Mate personally. You can use like any YouTube downloader that you want. I just use this personally. It hasn't failed me yet, so then I'm going to strictly download the audio. Excuse me. And then while that's converting that into an MP3, my go-to vocal remover is X-Pro, UVR Online, Ultimate Vocal Remover Online. You do have to pay for their Patreon, unfortunately, in order to be able to use it like kind of a more unlimited amount of times. Like there is still kind of a limit, but depending on how many karaoke videos you plan on making, you likely will not exceed the limit. But yeah, so I'm going to paste the YouTube link here, and then I'm going to allow that to convert. So it's going to take a moment, and so that's done converting. So I'm going to download this now. And when I'm making my karaoke videos, over time, I have learned to just make an all karaoke folder for all my, so this is like where, this is the folder where I have all my karaoke videos that have been converted from the CDG or the bin file to the MP4 file for YouTube. This is all my officially made karaoke videos where after I've put it through CapCut and I've attached the thumbnail to it, yeah, this is just where all my official karaoke videos go. This is where my original audios go. This is basically for like the main song that I use to synchronize on the Karaoke Builder software, studio software. This is Karaoke Builder Projects, which is basically the projects that are made from the Karaoke Builder studio. Whether you finish the synchronization or like you've basically gotten like all the lyrics and all the audio on, but it's like you for whatever reason like don't have time, so you can just like save. So basically you would go here, you would click save this project, and then this is basically where it will I basically like made a folder. It doesn't make the folder for you. You have to make the folder yourself, obviously. But this is basically the icon. Well, you can't see it, but this is basically what the icon will look like for all your Karaoke Studio Builder projects. Is it will look like the icon that it is. And then the instrumental audio, which, like I said, that's having the vocals taken out of it right now. But that's that is the folder that I use for once I am done synchronizing all the lyrics with the actual official audio. I will then, after you do the synchronization, you can basically replace the audio with the instrumental, so that way it's actually a karaoke video. And then, like I said, the bin file, my bin file folder, which is the CDG, basically made into a bin file, is like the best way I can explain it. And then my thumbnails folder, and which I forgot to bring that up. Hold on. But for my thumbnails, I literally just use like any regular basic like Canva thumbnail, a free one, because girl, ain't nobody got time to pay for all that shit. But yeah, so I like use this one for like any hip hop or rap songs, and then this one I use that one if I want to just like change it up, because my main go-to has always been this particular thumbnail, because a lot of the songs I do are like metal or Christian rock songs, Flyleaf, Lacey Sturm, etc. This is just my go-to thumbnail for like rock songs in general, which is like majority of my channel. So yeah, so now that that's also done downloading, so we're actually, let's see, just be sure to remember the name of the file, because sometimes unless you want to rename it yourself, I always just stick to what the name of it is personally. So I'm going to save that to instrumental audio. So, oh wait, it shouldn't be I'm Not Laughing. Hang on. Going to share. Sorry, that was my bad. All right. And then go to Ultimate Vocal Remover. And then let me repaste that link actually. Oh shoot, I did the same thing. Okay, so we gotta redo like this whole thing real quick, my bad. In the meantime, while that's converting, so like I said, like you can change the fonts if you want. I may change it, I don't know, I may just keep it to Arial personally. Also, one thing I will recommend when you do put like an instrumental is make sure that I forgot to do that, make sure that you type instrumental in all caps. And now that that's done downloading, we're going to download that. Like I said, for me, I put it in original audio, and then I just have to remember Y2 made the soldiers, so it'll be alphabetized, so it'll be somewhere in the T's, anyway. And then same with this, now that that's done converting. Instrumental, save. And then the soldier. So this is the whole reason I wanted to make this tutorial in the first place, was because I was so confused using the Karaoke Builder software, and I don't want someone to be stuck in the same spot that I was. So when you are synchronizing, this is basically how you synchronize. Think about it like this. You're basically chasing away from the words that are already being sung, or like the word that's already sung, that is why you go on to the next word. And so when you are synchronizing, by the way, you can pause it, you can slow-mo it if you need to, unless you know the song by heart, then, you know, have it at 100%. If it's like a really long instrumental, like in between, you can also speed it up, so that way you can get to the lyrics faster, etc., etc. There's a variety of things you can do when you synchronize. You can also pause it if you need a break, and then continue to play it when you're ready to start synchronizing again. And to do next word, you don't have to click the next word button. You can literally just use your spacebar as you're synchronizing. So
draw your line in the sand, so I'm crossing over again. You brag that you're a grenade.
also, if you end up fucking up on the synchronization by accident, you can just simply rewind and resynchronize it again, just by pressing the back button. Anyway.
Draw your line in the sand, so I'm crossing over again. You brag that you're a grenade, so I pull your pin and I wait. A time will come when your power is gone. Yeah, I might die today, but I'm gonna die anyway.
So if you basically do it exactly just like I did it, you should get something that looks like this. So I have finished synchronizing it, so now I'm going to save it as the project that it is. So the soldier. I literally just go by the song titles every time. Oh, my thing's in caps there. Like I said, if you synchronize it the way that I just synchronized it, you should get something that looks like this. However, I will still show you how to like edit the synchronizations if it's just like a little bit offbeat.
You draw your line in the sand, so I'm crossing over again. You brag that you're a grenade, so I pull your pin and I wait. A time will come when your power is gone. Yeah, I might die today, but I'm gonna die anyway. I'm gonna stand my ground, even if they back down, 'cause I don't care what you say anymore. So why don't you raise your voice? I'm screaming back my choice, 'cause I sure ain't scared of you anymore.
So yeah, y'all basically get the gist of it. And then So this is the lyric swiping portion of it. So this just goes to show where you are in the lyrics, like how long the lyric needs to be drawn out for or sung for, is what I'm saying essentially. But like if you do have instrumental parts, you can also like draw those out longer. So, and then this is the display portion of the karaoke, and this just goes to show like how long how each verse should be displayed, like what timing each verse should be displayed. And the one thing about this is you gotta kind of learn how to match up the display with the lyric swiping, but you should always make the display of the lyrics longer than the lyric swiping, because otherwise like it'll like do this whole yellow thing here. Let me show y'all. So it will like do this whole yellow, it does that, and then it just like kind of glitches out like the lyric, essentially, is the best way I can explain it. It's complicated, like here. Like basically the lyric wasn't even done like wiping, essentially, and so you need to display the lyric for longer so that way it can do the full lyric wipe. But yeah, I'm gonna draw this out. It's like right about here, probably. Like maybe right about here. And then I'm going to make the lyric wiping last longer for the instrumental. And then same for this instrumental as well. And if you notice like how they're all lined up, that basically is just like, you know, the order in which all the lyrics like end up getting displayed. If like the song like really crosses over with like a lot of lyrics, is the best way you can explain it. So then I'm going to go down here, adjust the display for this instrumental, maybe like crop it down a bit. And then the lyric swiping. And so like as you can see like on the lyric swiping page, so this is basically the display remove part, and then this is like the actual lyric wiping. So just so you know like where you kind of to like help guide you between the display and the lyric wiping, essentially. So y'all have basically seen, hold on, how all of that works. So yeah. So for the most part, I trust that the song is basically in good condition. So now I'm going to go back down to audio. Downloads, instrumental. The soldier. And then gonna go back to edit just so I can make sure that the instrumental is on beat with the song. Which usually for the most part it is. So yeah, it should look like that. Instrumental should be completely on beat with the lyrics, etc., etc. So that being said, you're good to now build it into a bin file. So you're gonna go to this little gear icon right here. But oh yeah, and real quick, sorry, before I do that, so like if you want to change if it's like a male or a female part, you know, you just go to the particular lyric and then literally just line style male or female. And like I said, if you go to styles, you can like change the color of the fonts or whatever you want to do. Screen, border, text. Like I said, for the male is blue, female is pink, or if it's like some other, whatever the case is, you know, You just have to change the line style for the verse, the lyric, whatever, right? So, but we're all good. So I'm going to build the bin file. And I believe you can also, real quick, sorry, I believe you can also still change the font, possibly. Although it's not seeming like that right now. So I think you can only change the font, or wait, hang on. There you go. Yep, see? Never mind, you can change the font even after you've synchronized it, so. But I think, hold on. Well, I might change it to Arial Black, so it's, nah, actually, I'm gonna leave it at Arial, so it's like, cause it's our, like, yeah. I don't want to have to, like, size all that down personally. I'm just going to leave it at Arial, but yeah, you can, like, change it before, after you synchronize it. Just make sure that you keep it within the screen borders for once you make it into a bin file and make it into an MP4, basically. So anyways, build bin file. Since we don't need that anymore, just make sure that you save the changes, so that way the instrumental is saved to it. You can, like, just overwrite this if you want. So now that that's saved, now comes the fun part where we finally open Ultimate CDG Converter. And while that's opening, I'm going to go to my karaoke thumbnail thing real quick. I'm going to go to Canva real quick. Lacey Sturm. The Soldier. Share. Download. And then I just name each of my thumbnails after the name of the song. So downloads. And then CDG is done, or is open, so I'm going to add that. The Soldier. And if you want, like, the best results, if you don't want a karaoke video that, like, super modern, like, you can by all means, I absolutely encourage y'all to just, like, play with all the outcome aspects of this software. But I personally, for, like, a clean and kind of old school look, basically have everything checked and unchecked that I have down here. So smart resolution, gradient, shadow. Also, don't worry about having a file output file name mask, because at the end of the day, the name of the karaoke video is just going to be named after what the bin file is named, is what I've learned. But anyway, so smart resolution increase I have unchecked, gradient unchecked, shadow unchecked, smooth sweeps is checked, set image or video background. I don't do that. Uncheck it, because in my opinion, the backgrounds are kind of ugly with this software. Stretch to full size, checked. Sharpen, unchecked. Use MP4 resolution. Yeah, use MP4 resolution. I don't know what background manager does, actually. Oh yeah, so background manager is basically like the sample images and backgrounds that it has if you have this checked. Like I said, I personally don't use this because the backgrounds are just ugly in my opinion. But anyway, and it's always going to be files from hard drive and not CDG disks. So yeah, files from hard drive, and then we're going to, and always make sure that you have a designated folder. So like I said, my designated folder when I'm using the Ultimate CDG to video converter is, like I said, my karaoke videos folder, which is just the karaoke videos before I put them through CapCut and make them official. So convert, and then it's just going to take a moment to convert. So in the meantime, we're just going to open CapCut. Create project. And then I'm just going to import the thumbnail for now until the CDG converter is done. Thumbnails and the Soldier, where is it? There. So. And I will be right back for when this is fully done converting into an MP4. Okay, so now that that's done converting, generally I like to go into that karaoke video folder again just to make sure that it came out looking nice and clean. So the soldier. So it came out very good. I will fair warn y'all with CapCut. CapCut tends to be glitchy, so just make sure you watch over your video. If like the audio, like everything came out good from the CDG to MP4 converter, just know that it's probably CapCut being a glitchy POS, respectfully. But CapCut is fairly easy to use in my opinion. That is why I use it. I'm gonna use it to edit this video actually, so there's that. But like when I upload the karaoke video to CapCut, sometimes the audio has a tendency to cut out. If that is the case, just exit out of CapCut and then reopen it, and surely enough, it will stop acting like a POS and it will have the full audio. It's a hit or miss with if it's going to like take the audio out for whatever reason. But I also think it depends on if the karaoke video is like super glitchy or like if you have the karaoke video like kind of formatted in an odd way. Anyway. So I'm going to, oh, whoops. So, downloads, and then karaoke videos, going to import the soldier. And what I always do is I put in the video first, and then I put in the thumbnail, so that way the thumbnail is what starts at the beginning. And then you should get something that looks like this on CapCut. So for the most part, it's good. So I'm going to export that now to my official karaoke videos folder, title it The Soldier. And then while that is exporting, I'm going to go to my YouTube channel now. If y'all want to subscribe to it, please feel free. I'd be more than happy if you did. Hold on, let me change my position. So yeah, going to YouTube Studio. So cancel. So back to Chrome, and then going to go to content, and I always just copy and paste like every single, just so I don't get copyrighted. Although if you make it if you toggle your channel to where you don't profit off of the videos that you make, you will still get copyright struck, but it won't affect you basically. So that's how I've managed to, I basically just have my profitability of my channel turned off. So little unashamed promo, but please feel free to donate to my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App. If you do enjoy my channel and my content, especially this video, feel free to like and subscribe, by the way. I really do appreciate all the support. Like I said, this is a very fun hobby for me, but if you want to donate, I would really absolutely appreciate that. So yeah, be like a little side hustle for me, but you absolutely do not have to. It's just appreciated. But anyways, sorry, getting back to it. So just gonna edit title and description for one of these. Control A, copy, and then create. Excuse me. Select files. Official, and then where is it? The soldier. And I'm just gonna title it. I've been learning to title it, put my karaoke channel name in the title lately. So Lacey Sturm, the soldier. karaoke. And then just copy it, like I said, paste the copyright disclaimer thing. And then thumbnails. So that's always the same. And then, you know, no, it's not made for kids. All the basics, basically. So it's accessible to anyone. And then that's just going to do, like, the whole copyright check. You don't got to stick around for that. It's just going to let you, like, depending on if because some of the karaoke videos I have uploaded to this channel, they were unreleased songs, so they've never gotten copywritten. That, or just sometimes the copyright checker isn't, like, that good at its job. So see, it just copyright checked me, but it's no big deal because I don't profit off of this channel. Like, unless it's like with my PayPal or some shit like that, but for the most part, it's like I don't profit off of the actual channel itself. Like, I don't have it, I haven't made it profitable, so point is, you won't get a copyright strike. I mean, you will, it will still tell you, like, hey, this is copyright, because it's an official audio and not an unreleased song, unlike with, like, Flyleaf, Supernatural, or Penholder, or Ocean Waves. Those are all unreleased songs, so it's, like, never copyright checked me, or it's even just, like, done a bad job at copyright checking. But for the most part, it's like I've always gotten copyright checked, but like I said, it's never affected me yet, so yeah. And then I'm just going to publish. That being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I absolutely hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope my editing my editing of this video was decent. Let me know in the comments how I did. But yeah, point is, though, I hope this, like, really helped. So that way, if you ever do buy this software, you don't get stuck like I did, and then you end up fucking up, like, all of your karaoke synchronizations, because literally every time I synchronized it, like, I was synchronizing it the wrong way, and so it's like I would always have to go back and, like, resynchronize every single lyric. It was a pain. Part of my language, it was a pain in the ass. But I eventually learned that what you're basically doing is, think about it like this: you're running away from the words as you're synchronizing it, or as the word is being sung, you're going on to the next word and the next word, and etc., etc. That is the only reason I wanted to make this video, because I didn't want people to get stuck like I was, and, you know, kind of get burned out from doing it. I wanted to help people to learn how to use this software so they can do it the right way. So yeah. But like I said, hope you all enjoyed this video. Feel free to like, subscribe, donate. I would really, really appreciate it. More than appreciate it, absolutely not obligated. But yeah, just feel free to like, subscribe, comment, etc., etc. Let's help get my channel boosted. I might post this to my main, my other YouTube channel as well. But for now, I'm just posting this to my karaoke channel because I wanted to help people. So yeah. And I just want to say God bless. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed. And yeah. I will catch y'all on the next karaoke video that I make. Bye, y'all.